must never stop the way, yeah. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, light is gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung, kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today? I'm just kidding. Hey, everyone. How's it going? My name is Awake, and we are back for another TPL Lite matchup. The final match of the quarterfinal rounds. We have Pathfinders versus Misfits for the, I don't know, is it penultimate, unultimate matchup? I guess. I don't know. It's the last matchup for the quarterfinals. Winner goes home. Or not winner goes home. It's been a long weekend. I apologize. Winner moves on to the semifinals, and the loser will end up not playing in the next round because they lost, and that's how things go. But anyways, we do have a good one here between Pathfinders and Misfits. Both teams coming red hot into this quarterfinal matchup. Like I said, this is the last match of the quarterfinals, and we're actually gonna look into the bracket. Something I forgot to show yesterday. So as you can see on the screen right now, we have the playoffs for TPL Lites. TPL Lite, for those of you who might not know what TPL Lite is a smaller format, so no 49v49 or 50v50 matches. It's mostly 30v30, 35v35. Player counts in each team going against each other. So, helps out the little guys in these kind of situations. I don't know. I'm losing my words. Yeah, my head hurts. But just as like a recap of this quarterfinal round, we had SUDT versus BCR. That match was played on SME, with SUDT winning 5-0 in about 36 minutes. The game that me and Caparzo casted on our respective channels was on Utah, with 9PZ taking that 5-0 in 65-ish minutes. Pretty fun game. Always love a good Utah match. I've casted way too many Utah matches in my day so far as casting, but that's just how the card we're dealt with sometimes when people want to play maps. And then earlier today we had 34th and SAP playing out as well on Omaha, ending in a 5-0 victory for 34th, with them winning in 77 minutes. So the winner of this match will play SUDT in the semifinals, and then the winner of that game will either play 34th or 9PZ. I think whoever wins this game is gonna, be a tough opponent for SUDT, if I do have to say so myself. So let's get that out of here and back to the game. Not really sure what kind of midpoint I want. The Pathfinder side will be playing as the Germans. Misfit side will be playing as the Allies. Kind of want a Vireville point. I feel like that's pretty, fun to fight over. Or not Vireville. Whatever this, I think that's Vireville. I don't remember. Whatever this middle point is, the church point. Yeah, that point. That's always like a fun point to fight over. I think it's pretty well balanced for both teams. You each got like your little ways that you can get inside the point. Artillery battery, pretty American sided. I mean, this whole map for the most part is American sided off the mid cap, but especially artillery battery, especially if the Germans don't get it first, they can have a really tough time, because the only way really into artillery battery is this little way. Everything down in the south for the most part is all kind of open field. You do have a little bit of a hedge line right here that you can go on to get on this yellow road to move north, but that does take a lot. And then as well as West Fireville, always a grindy of a point to take. Whoever takes that point, it's a real pain for the other team to take. They have like respected wheat fields that both teams would have to cross to get it. But we have I think we're in for a treat. I think we're just waiting for one player in each team to join, because they did agree to 35v35. Yeah, I think we also did have some level 1 glitches as well, but I think those are mostly resolved. I can actually go check that real quick. Making sure everyone has their appropriate levels. No one's level 1 restarting from scratch, unless there was a prestige mode in this game, which there will never be. If there is, I'll piss off a lot of level 500s. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. A few days until Christmas. This is probably be the last match that anybody casts probably until Christmas, so I guess I get that privilege between both console and PC that this is the final game that is casted on Hella Loose on a Sunday at 7 o'clock Eastern ish. I mean, for you guys it's probably like what, 7:35 right now, roughly. I don't know. I'm just trying to make up some time while they get their last people in. I'm getting a text message that I have to make a toll payment, but I never went through any tolls, so that's always fun. Yeah, I think they're just trying to get some people switched over and stuff. Any predictions that you guys have? I'm not going to predict because I'm not really too familiar with these teams, or any really TPL Lite team for the most part. I did cast Misfits, I think, on the official TPL channel or Twitch account not too long ago. I think it was on Omaha as well, with Misfits being, I think, the Axis, and they did beat L201 5-0. I forget what the time of that was, but I'm pretty sure they had a West Fireville or whatever this fucking point is called. Church Point. Yeah, Church Point. Go with Church Point. We're just gonna, like, you know, name landmarks for points now. I think that's always good. Like, instead of artillery battery, just call it radar. I mean, half the points in this game are artillery battery or dugout in some form. I don't know. That just seems to be what the thing is. Like, oh, or call it artillery battery, or oh, just call it dugout, or oh, just call it WN if you're on the beach map. Yeah. Guess I have to update some power rankings for TPL Lite teams after this, so I can stop getting hate. Just kidding, everybody, but all in good fun. Like, this match will be all in good fun. I don't know if there's any bad blood between any of these TPL Lite teams. Maybe there is. I have no idea. I have had a long week, as a lot of you probably also have had. Just fly around the map and say hello to all the Pathfinder boys. Say hello to yourself if you watch this back, or say hello to your favorite Pathfinder's brethren or friend, or maybe you're married to one of these guys. I think that's all of them. And then there's some guys in this tank. Yep, tank's right here. Boom, there we are. And then we'll go on to the Misfit side of things. Flying around the map. Got Snowball without the W. And then everybody else. I'm just gonna make sure there's no one else in this HQ. Aw, Death Nade's by himself. That is unfortunately sad. Come here, Death Nade. Oh, he's on a mission somewhere. Oh, what's happening over here? If we have a group meeting. Three Stooges right here. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a stream next weekend either, because it's obviously, you know, the weekend after Christmas. People are probably still traveling and stuff. It just doesn't make sense to, you know, cast any games unless, you know, somehow people filled, like, get maybe 50 to 35 people into the match. Already seen some predictions on the chat. Again, this will be on a 30-minute delay, so just keep that in mind. And kind of like just talking about more about this format, 35v35, or just like basically not 50v50 like full teams. One thing that, like, I think we've talked about plenty of times on stream is, you know, how teams dedicate their own manpower, because it does play a little bit differently. You can't necessarily have 3+ tank crews, because that takes away a lot. That's 9 manpower, and that's literally a third of your team that you have inside of armor, and that sometimes will not be around at all. Like you could have, you know, maybe 2 tanks coming up from your HQ, and that takes a while. That's, you know, 6 people basically. So it's always kind of interesting of where people dedicate for, like, you know, offense, defense, where, you know, their tank crews play and how many tank crews they have. You know, there's a lot more things to go around, as well as like the use of resources. You can kind of see them there because I got rid of like the middle thing. I think that's a little bit better just for viewer purposes. Middle thing in the middle of the point middle. I have no idea what I'm saying right now. I'm just kind of saying things until a map flip happens, which is right now. It's always kind of interesting to see like how much resources each team has, because it seems to be like there's a lot more munitions and manpower and fuel, like overall just available. So it's like it gives you the options to maybe, you know, make an interesting half-track play, because there's also less eyes in the field that the enemy sees. So maybe you can get away with a half-track, or, you know, get away with an airhead, or, you know, something like that. I also don't think we're playing with any special rules, so I think anything goes. So like usually like we just call it summer rules on console. So like I don't think there's any unkillable arty. There's no, you know, tigers only, or, you know, no destruction of nodes. And no, I don't know if it said nodes again. My brain is fried. I just want to, you know, I want everyone to have fun. That's what I'm worried about. I don't want anybody to cry. No crying, please. And we do get Vireville on a dreadful point layout, I will say. So gotta find the guy I'm supposed to join. Our spawn. We did get Vireville. I honestly, this is pretty tough for both teams just because it is offset. I think it's a little bit more tough for Pathfinders if they don't get it, as opposed if Misfits don't get it. Just because their hard cap is a little bit more farther away, because Win 70 hard cap is a tiny bit closer to the Vireville Sumner hard cap, and many people might be wondering like, why does like the hard cap matter? Just because in TPL Lite format, when you have bodies for offense or defense inside the hard cap, it matters a lot more than it does for like the standard 49v49 format, the full team format, I should probably say. It's a little bit more like important that you have, you know, weight in the hard cap, because, you know, you can have like a whole 6-man squad out here, you know, in this corner, if let's say Misfits don't cap this point, but, you know, you can have like 3 guys in the hard cap and that's it for your sector, and it will defend this no matter what, as opposed to like anything else. I mean, that can go for any mode for the most part, but, you know, a whole 6-man right here is, you know, a big portion of, you know, the Misfit side, if that does happen. So yeah, I don't know, I'm really tired. I don't know if you guys, if I said that enough. I think you guys probably get it. Someone's probably already typed in the chat by now, but I've had a long week. Anyways, we're gonna have some fun right here though. Last game of TPL Lite in the quarterfinals. Last game probably until Christmas and maybe the new year. Most likely the new year. But yeah, we'll get things going. As you can see, pretty... I don't think they spawned in anything extra. If they did, it's a extra supply truck maybe. As opposed to this team over here, the Misfit side. I don't think they have anything extra. I think they have... Yeah, their medium and their light are gonna go wide. Just mainly land the main road. I think there's anything else. Looks like they have 3 men arty guns, so there is no special rules as far as arty goes. Just making sure I have my highlights on. There we are. I gotta sneeze real quick. I sneeze, I don't know. But we are off in this final quarterfinal matchup. Let's go. My mouth is dry. Looks like a supply drop did land on the Misfits here. Yeah. Okay, so a blue zone Gary for them. Looks like Artie is already coming down. This is the dangers of middle caps, is your truck can easily get sniped by Artie. Kind of see both trucks. Looks like Pathfinders will get there a little bit early in the first truck. Not sure where their second truck is. Oh, their second truck got stuck. That is really unfortunate. They do have another truck delayed, but that's going to set them back a little bit. Probably a good 3 minutes of running. They do get 2 SLs to the hard cap, but just a delay in their opener a little bit. I don't think there's anybody to the far south from either team. There is not. Yeah, the left looks like a lot of these guys are going to be running. Looks like they are going to send their Lux in the north for the Pathfinder side. I'm curious of why that medium isn't just chilling on the main road. I think it's going to try to challenge that P4. But there's really nothing that can really kill this Lux for the time being. And that's going to be a pretty big problem from the Misfits side of things. Just because that Lux can be really pesty. And that medium is going on a wide flank. They do have a Puma down here as well. I'm not sure where the Axis medium is. Oh, it's right here going through the thick gardens. As you can see though, if you look at the map, there's really nothing south. It's just all their whole team is on cap sector. Berkeley shot a rocket. Berkeley and Bluntman. Road Dog with the kill on Bluntman. Looks like that medium is in a decent position. Not sure if this Puma died at all. I think the Puma did eventually die. I just don't know where he went, unless his carcass blew up. Unfortunate missed rocket by Globe. Looks like the medium, we got a heavy or medium fight. Another missed rocket by Globe. The medium Sherman does take out the P4. That's a big help for the rest of this mid cap, as they I think only have their Lux, and Misfits also do have a Stuart. Slowly walk its way to the point, and I do say walk purposefully, because he is basically only in first gear. And I apologize in advance if I pronounce someone's name wrong in this. Lux holding down that main road. So I guess the flank of that medium Sherman did pay off, because it did take out the medium tank of the Axis side, the Pathfinder side of things. And we got the age-old fight between a Lux and a Stuart, where they both cannot pen each other, but they can, you know, make their tracks not well. Just curious if Scutatron will do anything. And that is a cap for the Pathfinders.
The Confederacy is in control of the command post.
Yes, they are. And it looks like the Lux died. I'm not sure what really killed him. To be completely honest with you. I missed that. Unless he was somehow showing his ass to somebody in some way. But Babyface does get an OP probably somewhere over there where I'm looking just now. He's gonna start to send his boys do some backline work. And this was the problem for Pathfinders. They didn't have any south control, and they need to control this area to even, you know, get some pressure on the Win 70. And right now, Misfits is doing a good job snowballing their backlines already, too. Interesting. So, Misfits are definitely playing for the recap, and they are starting to get a recap. Gary's are kind of up. Big Gary, spawn way off the Gary. Where's Blunt Man? You shoot, oh, you can. Okay, I was wondering, I was like, he's just shooting through a bush. Yeah. Misfits is really putting the pressure on them, just kind of walking into the hard cap at this point. I think their Gary is still up for the time being, but it's honestly only a matter of time before that Gary does go down. Unless Pathfinders do something about that. Medium is actually backing off, which is interesting. Not sure where the Axis heavies are. There is a heavy in the far south by itself. I think he's hunting that medium. I think he will see him soon here. Oh, he stops. Interesting to see a Panther on its own. Now it seems like Pathfinders did finally recover. They are starting to defend a little better. They got full control of the hard cap. Just curious of where this Panther will be going. Panther's just kind of zooming on its own. Bombing run is coming down from the... Ooh, that's really not going to be that beneficial of a bombing run. I think he got a little bit too trigger happy. And this is what I also mean by like just using your resources. You can honestly just waste a bombing run like this and be fine with resources. But now it kind of just cleared up the front, like the front door a little bit for Misfits to actually attack now. So kind of a misuse of a bombing run there. Because now his guys really can't gain any ground. Yeah, they need a Gary down here so they can flank all this. And this is what I mean by this Panther just being on its lonesome. Detonate with a nice rocket to the butt of the Tiger. Will he get a second one in? Just barely misses it. Wasn't honestly really paying attention. I think he missed it by like 10 feet, but you know, words are hard. I'm struggling tonight. Holy fuck. Get more towards the action of all the boys or girls. Ooh, Scootatron does go down to Shocker. Shocker does go down, I think, to the sniper of Miss Hani. Miss Honey. I have no idea. I'm definitely pronouncing it wrong, like I said. That's tough for that boy. Honestly, watching people die to Artie is kind of satisfying. I know it sucks to die to Artie, but watching people die to it, I just find hilarious, and that sounds really, really cruel. And sounds like I need help, but I'm fine. Cryptic and villain. There goes the grenade. Big Artie splash. I wonder who's on Artie. 3 guns going. We got Yaga and Lead, Suga, Northrage, and then Hadrick. I don't know if I pronounced his name right. Curious, like, they have loaders too on Artie, which I find interesting. Wait, did that Panther die? No, it... What is this medium doing? I'm so lost. But it looks like Cow is gonna eventually, you know, go and get this Gary built. Villain has been, I think, trying to kill that medium for a while. And it's just been tough for him. Can't get his rocket snipes in order. A little bit overshot for that one, but any no one in the red zone for Pathfinders, but you know they do have 5 Garys up. About to get 6 with Cow's. Never mind, Cow's dad over there. I was gonna say Cow's trot to build a Gary, but he immediately, I think, died. I'm gonna cut to see the Misfits side of artillery. Looks like we just got 2 guys on guns, Doc and Richtofen, with, I think, Comrade and his tank crew waiting for a 76. Looks like there is some action going up here in the north. Deathmate and Shark, I assume, just in different rooms. Is there a way I can fly into this window? No idea. Wish I could fly into that window. But Shark gets him down. Looks like Pathfinders are establishing a little bit better of a line, capturing, you know, the next hedgerow. Still fighting over it though. Got Black and Gorilla and Coldstone still holding it down for as long as they can. The Panther is back. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they have 2 heavies now. I think they have 2 Panthers just to do. It feels like whenever there's no summit rule, so it's the Tigers, you only just see Panthers. Just what it seems like. Looks like they did establish 2 Garys actually in the south. One is being taken out right now by Bull Barrel. Got a combat might see some commander on commander action here. Think he's marking out the garrison, which, oh no, that's his own garrison. Snowball doesn't know about it. It's Snowball. Oh, villain. Then he's just protecting his Gary, waiting for a spawn wave so he can finally move on to bigger and better things. Pathfinder's doing a pretty good job of pushing pushing Misfits back to the front line. I think he's about to say that I'm next to Gary. Rocket does go into the supply truck. I think they're about to spot the Gary. Oh no, they don't see the Gary still. It's a long drawn out fight. Villain just says, fuck it, I'm running away. Playing right around the Rosie. I'm surprised Crouch does not see the Gary. I think Cam sees it. He does go down. Fire Crouch does kill him and the Gary. Good on him. This did get contested for a second, but I think it's okay now. But yeah, they're pretty. It doesn't look like it because there's like kind of like a big gap here, except for this OP. But they pretty much, Pathfinders pretty much pushed them back to the G line of things. Obviously still fighting over it, but you know, they have a pretty solid hold on to Vireville Sumner, or Sumer, as some heathens call it. Double checking some things. Boom. Okay, we are back. I want to put the markers on now for some tanks. Looks like we probably have 2 76s now. It looks like this is something I noticed last game as well with the ANZR 9PC game, is ANZR also stacked up 2 heavy tanks before they kind of made any play. And I think that's what Misfits are also going to do now as well. Looks like they're going to, you know, get some sort of armor up before they challenge 2 Panthers into the point. Because they only do have 2 Panthers. Looks like they have a medium guardian Artie. No backup Garys, it looks like. They are starting to lose their Garys one by one, so they're not on top of that anytime soon. It could get a little bit hairy in like the next few minutes. Let's see what these guys do. Oh, Gorilla does not know. Bullstone is kind of all by his lonesome with 3 SLs. Kind of wild that just 3 SLs next to each other. I don't see that a lot. Patriot does see him. Bullstone does not see him still. Go down. Like a Panther will, I guess, go on the move. Like these 76s are still trying to coordinate something. Bombing run is also going down too for the Misfits. I don't believe that will get the Gary. If it does, it's the last bomb. It does get the Gary. It actually got it through the building. So Gary does go down, and Pathfinders are kind of in a tough situation now. I mean, they do have one SL. No, it's a tank crewman. So they have no SLs on the point. And no Gary within 100 meters of it. So, I mean, yeah, they just got the one down on the front line, but, you know, they have two SLs behind them now. It's... Even though it doesn't look like much, this is a bad situation for Pathfinders to find themselves in. You know, these tanks can easily get killed too. All it takes is one satchel. Babyface is calling that out. Curious to where the Allied 76s are now. They're trying to find their way to the point. Mozambique easily going to call them out. But these 76s are by themselves now, too. So Leroy might be going with the satchel. Does he have the satchel class? He does. Doesn't get it down. Uncle Iroh does take him out. Back to the action over here because it's starting to heat up over here. Looks like one I almost called it a tiger because I'm used to calling tanks 76s and tigers. The Panther looks like it's engined. Full crew inside still. But this is these Panthers will be in trouble if these 76s do get out of the situation. Looks like they do see the Panther does go down to one of the 76s. Does he see the other one? Not sure where the other one went. Other one's right next to it, actually. I'm kind of dumb. He misses. I think they backed up out of his line of sight. Leroy and Mozambique gonna probably kill the 76. 2 rockets into that 76. Just takes one more. I think Leroy might have hit tracks on that one. I think he did. Shocker do anything? He gets one rock into the Panther. Does go down though. Airhead is also falling down too for the Misfits. It is successfully landed. Not sure if that's friendly or you can't really tell if it's friendly or enemy already. Mirage. I'm gonna call him Mirage. I'm just gonna call him Mirage. Mirage. Incapendum? Waiting for a big spawn wave on this airhead. Pretty decent sized spawn wave on the airhead, and they are going to start to flip the cap with that. Again, they don't have any backup Garys except for this one. And the Panther does go down. I'm not sure what 76, probably this one, if I had to guess. Yeah, probably that one. Just Cryptic, the lone SL. Road Dog does have an OP close as well, but this is not looking good for the Pathfinder side of things. But they are starting to get off the Gary that is on the front red-blue line. They will eventually run into that airhead if they do get to it and see it. Because now Misfits do have an advantage in armor. They do have one more heavy tank than they do. Because there is a Tiger that was just on my screen, but this airhead being a real pain for the Pathfinders. They're probably in full reset mode. Just Scootatron. This is where Pathfinders need to get some kills. They're really not getting the kills that they need. Jenkins is on the airhead, and they are starting to defend it. Looks like, yeah, Axis Bomb Run is coming down. It's gonna kill their own guys. Unfortunately, kills one. They are gonna drive that Tiger into the point. It's like kind of like the reversal. It's like these are the allies and these are the Axis now. I think Pathfinders will get like a full reset because they did get they finally got a Gary on the red on their long burn area, their long burn line, I should say. So they will start to pinch whatever Misfits have. But now what Misfits have to do is push off, which they are right now. They just took out a Gary. They have to push off of that to basically counteract what they're being, what's being happening right now. I have really no idea. My mouth is dry. Firecross trying to get a satchel on this Tiger. Oh no, he's stopping. Oh, he puts on the ground. Unfortunate. And who joined my white chat? All right, JPL. God damn it. Fucking bitch. Everyone sent JPL hate. Don't actually. Don't condone that. Active recovery from the Pathfinders there. It was looking pretty hairy. It's just you know, Misfits almost got it, but Pathfinder's really good to recover. They did lose their front door, but it's better to lose this than lose the actual point. The Tiger does end up going down. I'm not really sure how. I keep missing this. I think it was the tanks in the south. Yeah, it was this 76 right here, I think. And now they have a 3-1 advantage as far as armor goes. They are bringing up a medium, but they might be bringing up a third 76. So Pathfinders just keep missing their rockets too. One thing about the Panzer Strike is you can hit the side of a 76 and do some damage. But, you know, getting that chip damage does add up over time, and I think this is the play that Misfits will do to get this point finally. You know, they do have some sort of good hold, like in these garden courtyard area, as well as now 2 heavy tanks, which are going to be really rough for Pathfinders to take out. My camera has stick drift. Oh, let's go. Hip firing an MG. Big boa. Just rambling it. And this guy's body is freaking out. This is why I don't get this game sometimes, is stuff like that. Like, Pusak's the only one defending this garrison. Snowball's gonna go for it. He is gonna get on it. Pusak misses, but gets him. And that will be the Gary going down. Yeah, this is the problem that Pathfinders find themselves with, losing basically 3 heavy tanks in the same spot. It's going to be really tough to get these heavy tanks off the board if you're Pathfinders. They only really have the medium, and the medium can kill the 76 if he gets a side shot, but it's going to be pretty hard to get that side shot, especially around this point. Looks like they are in reset mode yet again. It's not too bad, but it's like I said before, with, you know, 4 guys in the hard cap, 5 guys in the hard cap, it flips a lot. It's a lot of weight, especially with no one on your team in the hard cap. But they do have like a good control of everywhere else except for, I guess, the church itself, which I assume will get cleared up shortly. But they still have this heavy tank that is, I think, in hard cap now. It is not. It is not. It's not going to be in hard cap at all. It's just going to be really annoying. Bob gonna make some big plays, but he does have shocker. Oh, the timing on that is terrible. Gets a satchel on the ground. Unfortunately, does not get it onto the tank itself. Oh, please don't park on top of the satchel. How much left is on the satchel? Something just died over there. I think that was the P4. Oh no, oh no. Oh, he's going away from it, thank God. Does damage, I think, the tracks of it, but P4 did try to make a play. So they are kind of recovering, but this is a tough spot to be them. Tough spot for Pathfinders to be in. I cannot say words still. I am struggling. Who just shot that rocket? Galvin? Dylan? Yeah, Misfits just flooding the point now. Looks like it's probably gonna flip this time. A second heavy tank coming in. I'm not sure if they have a third one on its way. But Pathfinders have to do something about these tanks. Maybe get up an AT gun, like somewhere like down here or something like that, and just, you know, start peppering these tanks a little bit. Because these tanks are the only reason why I think Misfits have this much cap pressure, is because of what they're doing right now in that open field. They are getting hit by rockets. I think they keep tracking them. Good angling by that tank crew. Not sure why this 76 is facing the wrong way. But now Pathfinders are starting to hit their shots with rockets. Well, not that one. That one was into the dirt. But now they do bring it up a lux into the hard cap itself. I'm not sure if I would go this far, because a tank can just easily kill them. I hope this Lux knows he really can't do anything against the 76. Oh, he non-pens him. He is going to back up, though. He is engine, so I don't know if the 76 has an angle on him or not. He might not. Another airhead is falling down for Misfits. This is how long this this fight for this cap has been going on. It's kind of like it hasn't been capped in a while, but it has. Like, it's been contested for 15 plus minutes, I think, for the most part. 1 of the 76s does finally take out that Lux, but Airhead is also down too. It is on the ground. It is active. A lot of pressure. Big spawn wave off the Airhead too for the Misfit side. Lots of AT still harassing these tanks. Not sure where the next heavy is. It's going to be coming in the south. Lots of Misfits now flooding into the point. It's just basically full cap control now. Well, hard cap control, I should say. Like something got hit over here. Oh, a Stewart. Solo Stewart. Like Beatbox will probably finish off that Stewie. Maybe. I don't know if he will. That's probably gonna be a cap for the Misfits. God, these tanks have been harassed so much in the last like 5 minutes by just rockets and the Lux. Did he just ricochet off this front tank? Might have. But this finally looks like it's going to the side of Pathfinders as their red blue line Gary is getting taken out right now. A massive spawn wave into the north, but it is not looking good for them right now. I don't think they have a bombing run on standby or anything like that. But yeah, this is looking like a big cap for the Misfits, boys. Looks like a bombing run's going down.
A command post is no longer under Confederacy control.
It is not under control. Interesting bombing run. I understand why. I just don't agree with it, just because they did lose this garrison, and it's pretty unlikely that you'll get like a Gary right back up like right away. Essentially, that was just getting like 5 kills, but nice cap from Misfits. They used the airheads and their tanks to their advantage while capping this point. Looks like they did end up losing a 76 in the process, probably to AT, or actually this Panther in the south, which is aware of their presence. They probably did eat around. Yes, they did. So I did miss that tank engagement. I apologize. I think they did also mark Gary as well. Yeah, they kind of marked a Gary. Zoc is just hiding in a bush. I wouldn't have shot in that situation, but oh, I love the hipfire and MGs. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, he killed him with the rocket. I think killing infantry with close range with the rocket's funny. See this MG. Bluesack with a nice kill. See if Bimson can get him back. He does not. Bluesack's still going in. Something died. Pretty sure that was a 76. It was a 76. I think he was satcheled. Good satchel. Pusak is on the Gary. He is telling someone to mark his body. Immediately gets RD'd, so that's unfortunate. But now, you know, Pathfinders do see themselves, you know, kind of balancing the game a little bit towards their favor now, just because they did get the fuel economy and tanks kind of in their favor. But I'm pretty sure the Misfit side, oh my gosh, what carnage that was. I'm pretty sure people team killed each other. I'm pretty sure the fuel economy for the Misfit side is still pretty fine, so they probably have 176 rolling out and just waiting for the cooldown probably for the next one. As far as everything else goes, rear battery, there's really no one near it. Looks like most of everybody on the Misfit side of things is, holy shit, dead around the church. But, you know, that could be pretty big, because that probably took out a few OPs as well. I do have SLs in the area to rebuild the garrison. I think Mr. Biggs might be doing that right now. Or maybe Gorilla. Because now they have 2 tanks firing from the south. Not sure if they have any tanks rolling up that I know of. They probably do, I just don't want to find them right now. But they are starting to, you know, cap back this point a little bit. There was some contest, and it is starting to flip a little bit. Like a big spawn wave off, assume off an OP. I am losing some frames a little bit. So they are driving a P4 now to play a little bit more aggressive. This P4 could be pretty big inside the hard cap. Is now contributed a hard cap weight. It's just really Gorilla Bear's squad in and around the point. Like, if 2 of these guys go down and no one, yep, there's one, and it's starting to flip in their favor now. Like a rep station went down. Their OP is still up. Gorilla Bear with a nice clean headshot. Big spawn wave off of Snowball's Gary that he placed not too long ago. I am assuming not too long ago, but... Oh, Black with a nice little rocket. I mean, what that did essentially, though, is, you know, Pathfinders have a free just run to the church. Curious where Misfits armor is, because I have not seen any tanks from them in a while. If Globe can get a rocket. Can we get a rocket kill? I think he burns an OP, immediately dies. Looks like 4th point being contested by Misfits. They're starting to put a little bit of pressure on the offense. Big grenade, I assume that was. Don't know what else that could have been. Don't think it was Artie. Could have been a tank shell, actually. They're bringing up a medium tank? Interesting. Oh, P4 misses. Oh, he shatters. P4 doesn't see him. Oh no, P4. Oh, this is gonna be big. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I'm not sure what the P4 was looking at. Going to this point, looks like they did get a red zone gearing, and it is starting to get pressured a little bit by a SL and some other infantry. I don't expect Misfits to full send on this rear battery quite yet, but they are still losing Fireville, but it is starting to flip back to defense. I'm surprised these guys are zero turning these tanks so easily right here. The globe gets on top of the tank. I don't know if he got a satchel down. I don't think he did. Unfortunate that he did not get that down. I guess 76 did take one shot. Will this Panther take him out on this cross? They're starting to lose the point, but I do want to see this tank engagement. Oh no, he missed. Will he get him? He does get him. That's so unfortunate for the Pathfinders. Oh, just a little bit too quick on the draw, because I'm pretty sure this tank was one shot to a Panther round. See how much pressure is being applied to your battery. And just still one SL. Ooh, that hurts a lot, because that Panther was doing some pretty good damage. Oh my god, it's fucking controller stick drift. Unfortunate miss again. One thing that's been really common is Pathfinders just not landing the rockets. If they would have landed probably 50% more, especially at the beginning of the game, it could have been a different outcome, I feel like, as far as the tank engagements. Globe does get one into the side, so it is going to hurt him a little bit, so that medium does now have to be a little bit more cautious. But they still do have that heavy tank, which... Oh, he does go down to fund. I'm not sure what that guy's goal was crossing the field to the 76, but I understand. Looks like there's really good pressure now in the rear battery. Here's they somehow have like a Geary up here or something. Probably just an OP. This is pretty good pressure by Misfits. This is really good pressure by them. They are starting to flip the cap now. The commander does go down. He's probably going to call for a full reset. There's honestly would go for, well, not really a full reset. Maybe like, you know, half the team come back, especially the maybe N squad come back as soon as you're placed on your OP, or maybe Alpha squad, just because you are, you know, in danger of actually losing Belmont Road because you have nothing back there. This is what I was talking about earlier, right before the match went fully live, is, you know, once you get like 4 to 5 guys into the hard point, it could be really tough. It's really tough to, you know, match redeploy back, because this is a lot of cap weight that Misfits are putting down. Even though it's only 5 guys, that's, you know, 15 cap points, and there's no one from Misfits even near this for the most part. I mean, Scootatron and Road Dog are close, but they need some more bodies, and I think they just got a reset somewhere. Not sure where. Oh, the Lux. Yeah, the Lux drove into the point, so, you know, that's pretty big for that Lux to come back and, you know, start the decapping process. The commander, I think, crashed. Not sure where the commander went. But Pathfinders don't have a commander. It's sort of an issue. It looks like a lot of guys are going to come back to defense. Looks like Denny is back at the commander's seats. Might have just joined the squad real quick to maybe drop a box of supplies off someone's OP, or, you know, what have you may. You know, that's something that's also pretty unique. You know, you never know with, like, if you don't have time to call down a supply drop, maybe just drop it on someone's OP and hop back into commander seat. But I can see this push from Misfits maybe dying down sometime soon. Not anytime soon. They do have an OP still in the north, but... And they do have a Gary up here in the red-blue. But let's go back in the fight for Vireville, which is starting to heat up over here a little bit. Looks like Shark is taking out a supply truck. Like we have a 76 versus Panther or Tiger. They don't see each other quite yet. I don't know how they don't see each other. 76 does see the Panther. Does get a shell into him. He is going to back up. He can only really hit turret now. But he is going to take the fight to him because he did get first shot. This is a big kill. Oh, he ricked. That's so not good, dude. Hit the front plate. Rushed the shot maybe a tad too early, but honestly, it didn't really matter if he got a shot into him anyways. He was one shot. He was going to probably go down no matter what to that 76 shot. Just really unfortunate to lose a Panther in that situation too. Yeah, that hurts. Especially not even getting a pen. That really hurts. Let's go back to rear battery. Still pretty good, you know, pressure from the Misfit side of things. They are starting to get some more cap weight into rear battery. I'll go back over here now. Lots of scattering, I think, from both teams. I mean, there's only 2 Garys from the Pathfinder side of things, so not really in a good spot. I think they have to start, because I think the recon team, the recon team's OP did get burnt. I think his team did, yeah, it definitely did. They are going to have to restart building some Garys. You know, there's still plenty of time for them to come back and win this game. Still just over a half hour left, but if they do lose rear battery, this will set them back a lot more. Yeah, Mozambique the only guy onto the point. Let's go down, and it's going to probably start flipping, which it does, but there is some more reinforcements coming in. Yeah, Pathfinders really need to clear out their sector, especially in the southwest area. Because this is going to basically going to continuously happen to them. Is this pressure from the south, and they are starting to send more guys to the attack. And if they get rear battery, I think this might be GG's because they still have nothing at Belmont Road. They really need to get a gear up in here in the north, and probably one inside the hard point itself. Because if they don't get that soon, not gonna be good. And a bombing run is starting to come in onto Vireville Summer, but that's not what they need. They can't really afford to attack now when they are losing their own point. They are sending a P4. Globe could be pretty massive right here if he can get Blunt Man and maybe one or two more. Gets one. Gets Valhalla, which is another big kill. Docker's or Sir Perk is in a hopper. Perk does go down, so good collapse from Misfits. Now they just kind of got to push the south and the southwest a little bit. Is your OP still up here? Gotta be. They have to have an OP still up there. Go back on the front lines a little bit. Pathfinders did drop a bundle of supplies. Looks like they do have now 2 tanks, a medium and a heavy. If Mr. Baked will get Shark. He does get Shark. Oh, but Cooked Cane could be a hero right now. He honestly has to satchel the medium. He can't go for the heavy. If he goes for the heavy, he's going to get coaxed. But I don't think he cares right now. Satchel does go down. He just immediately runs away. Not going to guard it. Mr. Big has to be calling out to a 76 that he's satcheled. Ooh, this could be pretty close. I think he's gonna get it though. I think he's gonna get it. He does get it. Yeah, he does. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more closer than that, to be honest, but got it. You would have challenged Mr. Bake maybe a second before he peaked. I think that would have got the 76. Over here, looks like Babyface and Valhalla's and Bear's squads are still applying some pretty good pressure, keeping them out of the frontline fight. And Denny's just trying to set up any garrison that he can. Like he's probably gonna hide in this bush and attempt to guard it from the oncoming force of Misfit. Let's get back in the supply truck, but probably will die. Yes, he does. I think they sent the Panther back in the south. I'm not sure if he does have an angle on any of these tanks. I don't think he does. Oh, Kane, no. Villain does get one rocket into the 76. Oh, nice angle from that that Panther. I think he hit turret. Unfortunately, does not get the kill. I don't know what this guy's gonna do with Tex. He's gonna run away. Just gonna run away. Flare goes up. I would not be surprised. They don't have enough for a P-strike. I was gonna say you could probably P-strike that that 76 that's on point. He is getting repped. Going back to rear battery. Everything's named battery. It is starting to get captured a little bit. One thing that Misfits are doing well is applying pressure, but one thing that's also, you know, one thing that I do have to face is Pathfinders are winning their 1v1s on defense as well, which it's saving them. If you don't win your 1v1s, you're not going to win the match. E-strike is coming down on the tank. I think he missed them by a little bit. Not exactly sure where that landed. I want to say it landed like right here. So a little bit away from where the tank actually was. Another P-strike comes down. They tried to P-strike the E4 inside the barn, I think, and didn't really go so well for them. They do have a lot of guys now at rear battery. They really only have that P4 inside a rear battery at this point. They placed the Garrison in the red zone, probably not in the best spot in the world. They are starting to lose the cap now. Lots of guys. Not really a big spawn wave, and this is probably going to spell disaster for Pathfinders any second. It's going to be kind of up to Road Dogg and this P4. It's up to the P4 now. Gorilla Bear is on the Gary. So it's all up to this P4 to defend, and maybe Chungus a little bit. The P4 is doing a decent job. Oh, Valhalla's gonna get him. Misses his shots. But Gorilla Bear's in the corner. He does get Chungus, or he does get Valhalla though before he does go down. And there is a cap initiated at Vireville. Not sure what happened to the 76, but does not seem to be over here. And there is a decent pressure from the Axis side, the Pathfinder side. Looks like this push is starting to be stalemated a little bit. Go back to over here where it's P4 versus P4 in a barn versus everyone else. Big Boa. Maybe try to get a satchel down. He does not have the satchel class. Oh, this P4 is playing it really smart. They can't pin him in the back. They are starting to defend, and they are starting to cap too. I'll fly back here in a minute and see what else happens. But lots of Pathfinders also moving up. They do have their Panther engaging as well onto this point. This could be pretty big for the Pathfinders. Kane, I guess, is taking out a rep station by hand. I really don't agree with that, especially when you're capping. Just let it die. I think he might be satcheling it. He does satchel it, which is fine. Oh, Simpson with a pretty big kill. Or Bimson, I should say. Did he even dismantle a satchel? Oh, he doesn't even see the satchel, but his OP's gonna go down. This has been a lot of times in a row where like tanks are just showing their ass to the entire enemy team. Now is the time where if I was Pathfinders, get this recon tank and start shelling from the south. Start getting more control in the south. This is where Artie is going to be pretty big for Pathfinders and Misfits. Roughly 20 minutes to go. X gets cooked by Shocker from a rocket. Snowball looks like he's going to try to take out frontline stuff. Pathfinders really don't have a frontline Gary still, and they have to reestablish that. They want to keep the momentum up on this pressure that they are applying to the mid cap, but looks like it's pretty much seized. Seized for now. Only villain, but they do have an OP. They do have Sox OP, but they really don't have any assistance from anybody else on their team because they're all just dying. Gorilla Bear gets one. Two more do spawn in. It does get taken out by Baked on the other side of the wall. And it's just Cooked Kane left on the point. Probably should just place the satchel on the point at this time. But yeah, he's about to get absolutely fucked. Yep, there he goes. Go back to rear battery. Looks like they just dedicated one squad after, you know, maybe a little bit of a oh no moment at Vireville, but you know they did recover pretty well. This P4 really did save them just by being a nuisance into the hard cap and into the barn. They really can't kill this P4 unless they, I guess, satchel him. I'm not sure if a satchel on the other side of the wall would kill him, possibly, but. Looks like... Oh, interesting. They have a 75 jumbo and a 76 jumbo going into the fray. That's a tank you don't see a lot. The 75 and the 76. If you don't know the difference between the two, this one's green. This one's like more of a grayish green, I guess, or that's like baby barf green, and this is actually like military green. You can also just tell by the barrel. It's a short barrel, and this guy's packing, so nice to see a little bit of a 75 jumbo action. Don't really see those too much. They can't do jack shit to heavy tanks unless they hit them in the side, because it's a medium gun. Basically a glorified medium. Sleepy gets one. See if Sleepy can pop off right here. Okay, I'm in the way of the chimney. Sleepy gets one up in the roof. Brother dies from somebody. Looks like they are putting some more pressure into the south, and this is something that they finally are doing, like, actually different, is putting pressure where they haven't before. And I'm pretty sure they had a garrison over here for Misfits at one point. It's probably gotten taken out by now, but you know, it's something a little bit different that they Pathfinder says you have to do. I would not be surprised if they try to like airhead somewhere like over here or something like that. Because they need to maybe start playtesting something a little bit differently, because there is only 16 minutes, so they're gonna probably go for broke again. If you do lose, if you are either team, you are unfortunately out of the rest of the TPL Lite playoffs, because this is a quarterfinal. But they are, they are mounting some sort of push, because they are bringing up their Panther. He's gonna have to go through 2 heavy tanks, one of them essentially being a glorified medium. Or glorified heavy, I should say. But they are starting to contest a little bit. Looks like Snowball does take out the commander. Berkeley gets 1. He's trying to get a satchel onto the 76. This is gonna be pretty huge. I think he does get it on. That's huge. That is really big. Cap race has kind of started too. This is starting to heat up, boys. Oh no. The 76 does not know. Oh no, we can see a double satchel kill. Starting to back up. Airhead is also going down too. I'm not sure where the airhead is. Airhead is on the onto the cap. Satchel will kill the 76. That's a big 76 kill. But again, this medium, or this 75 jumbo cannot pen a 76. Wait, that's a medium tank. Is it? No, it's a Panther. This is all for broke. This is 100% all for broke for Pathfinders. They are going for the win. That is an enemy airhead that is coming down. They will get maybe 1 spawn wave. This Jumbo 75 is protecting it. They are locking out the scary too. Airhead's locked. Oh, that's why the 75 can't move, because the airhead. That is so unfortunate. But now he's guarding it essentially. I don't know. Beatbox does throw a grenade. Shark does take out the airhead. They don't really have any spawn waves. It's just the 75. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. It's just a 75 jumbo. They did defend for a second. I think are they satcheled? I don't think they are. They are not. Not sure why they hopped out. They are back into the tank now.
The Confederacy is in control of the command post.
Big capture for the Pathfinders. Huge clutch satchel. Not sure where their tanks went off to. Oh my, where are they going? This is a questionable armor play, but it might just work out for them to, you know, get established a little bit. You know, 13 minutes left. They are kind of delaying these guys a little bit. One man try to get a satchel down. Oh, that Panther's stuck. I'm not sure what these kind of tactics are, but I think he's gonna get rockets into this Panther that's riding away. Does get 1. I assume he's gonna veer off to the left. He is not, and he is engined now. It is pretty big. Not sure why that those tanks did that, really. That heck of a cap from Pathfinders, holy shit. Yeah, because if they would have lost rear battery, it would have been GG essentially, but now they have to establish their gear. Now, I don't see them really attacking at all. One thing that they really can do, because now Misfits are going to be the ones that have have to get a little bit more desperate is Pathfinders. Honestly, I would go for an airhead at win 70. I'm gonna go away from the action for just a second. Maybe, okay, maybe not, but I was thinking of maybe just airheading like basically down here in the south, starting some cap pressure, because that will force Misfits to basically decide where they put resources more, because where you put your resources and how you manage it is more important in this match or in these kind of games than they are in TPL main and Summit, you know, big match formats. But it looks like they're going to control these doors, or I should say control the door with these two Panthers now. Now it becomes a fact of if, you know, what Misfits have as far as fuel economy and armor, what they can do to these Panthers, because this is, if they take up, there's a P-strike coming down. Maybe? There's a bomb run coming down. Not sure if I would use that bombing run right now. Probably gonna get the Gary. Oh, it does not get the Gary. This wall saves it. Pretty mismanaged use of the bombing run there. Minutes remain for one of these teams. This will be the last 10 minutes they play this season. For the other, you get to move on and play SUDT, I believe, in the semifinals. It's been a really good match so far. Really good caps from both teams after the mid cap. Misfits taking it back after, yeah, roughly a half hour-ish. And then, you know, not too long ago, Pathfinders come back. If Black can do something here. Who's gonna be the hero for Misfits? Doesn't really look like there. Looks like M Squad is starting to, you know, put some pressure on win 70. I think Pathfinders, from what this Gary layout looked before when they had Vireville, their layout's a lot better. They have OPs in the south, you know, kind of establishing a front line, because this is going to be really hard to control right now. Even in the next 8 minutes, that's going to be a really tall task for even Pathfinders to get. But really good control so far of what they do currently have. Misfits are just basically on the red-blue line up until these courtyards, and you know, that's like usually like the first goal of the Germans is to get those courtyards, but right now in 8 minutes, that might not be the Pathfinder's goal of getting those courtyards, but you know, it will delay Misfits if they do, you know, get those rather quickly right now, which they are starting to get some pressure. But you know, the play that Misfits have to do has to come the next, like, I would say 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, because anything after that, there's no point, and they are starting to put some cap weight. Just a 2-man inside of win 70, so that is going to start to flip it. Mr. Baked has to get a kill here. He has to at least get one. Because if more people spawn in this MOP, that's going to be pretty dangerous. He does put his own OP for people to swap back onto. But if he does go down, it could be pretty dangerous. See if Death can maybe get him. He's not looking his way. Probably does hear him now. Does get him. That's really big for Death. 2 more spawn in. These guys have to get some kills. They are going to start to contest it a little bit. Yeah, big. I don't agree with this big of a spawn wave, to be completely honest. They were probably locked in, but you know, you're kind of better safe than sorry. That's really good from Patriot and Death. That's huge for them. That's really, really big. That's a lot of resources. That's also 2 SLs that also come back in Perk and Destro. So this is going to get Misfits a really big advantage for the rest of this match. I can maybe see an airhead play like back here, but that's really all they can kind of do. They have to kind of like scrap defense for now, just leave 1 SL there after they take out MOP, obviously, but it's looking pretty bleak for Misfits right now. They are starting to get some, you know, pressure into these what is it, like, I don't know, gardens, I think I call them, garden courtyards. Yeah, garden courtyards. We'll go with that. Looks like a bombing run is going down. Harrison is locked out, actually. Was locked out by Death. He's probably getting marked right now. Decent bombing run. Supplies are coming down in the back lines all the way back here. Probably be the last supply drop that means anything. Panther is just, I guess, gonna bully them. Oh, he sees this medium. This medium's, I think, just diving. Maybe he is gonna get away. If the cap has restarted on the Win 70 again, I'll go back to that if it starts to get the half cap. Medium does eventually go down. I definitely just missed that, but it wasn't anything too special, I don't think. But less than 5 to go. Misfits are gonna start making their play. I'm not sure why Tane got out. Maybe he thinks he's satcheled. He very well could be. I really didn't pay too much attention, but maybe he's clean. Not sure if I see a satchel. I really don't see sparks flying, so I think they're okay. Death Knight does get 1 rocket into him. I think Lucid might get another. Almost gets that 2nd rocket. Lucid has got to get this rocket into this Panther. I think a P-Strike is coming down onto the Garrison. Oh, he misses the... Oh, that is rough. He is also getting repped by a rep station as well. Very rough P-Strike. As you saw yesterday, P-Strikes aren't the most reliable thing in the game. Looks like the Panther did go down to Lucid. So they did get 1 Panther. If that P-Strike would have got the 2nd one, I think they would be looking pretty good. But 3 minutes to go. They have to get the Gary and the Panther essentially onto Vireville Sumner. They're putting pretty good pressure in the south, but, you know, Pathfinders are there to get a Gary on the red line, blue line, essentially locking this out, and it's probably looking like a GG in favor of Pathfinders. They are going to launch an airhead. I assume the what's it called will be coming on too, the reinforce, and that would probably wrap it up unless these 5-6 guys from Pathfinder or from Misfits can do something. We'll guess we'll see. They also have to deal with the Lux too, so utilizing tanks and strong points to their advantage. You know, 30 seconds left. Oh. $20 seconds left. All of Misfits are just full sending it, but they have to start capping the next 12 basically. And that is going to be GG's. Congrats to Pathfinders. Well played from Misfits. Really good game. Probably the best TPL Lite cast that we have done so far this season. Plenty more to go. Again, both these teams played really well. They both deserve to honestly move on, but obviously only one can, and that is Pathfinders with his victory here today on Omaha Beach. Yeah, that was amazing. Holy fuck. I'm just gonna put my camera right here. Everybody gets their last kills. Just not trying to have people spoil it in chat and stuff like that. Doing some little back end things, but absolutely well played from both teams. And yeah, I think we'll resume these streams, I think, after the new year. So I'll see you all in 2025, unless someone has, you know, some sort of weird scrim that they want me to cast over the weekend. I am probably available, so always feel free to reach out if you want me to cast a match or two. I really don't care, but that's gonna do it for here on Omaha Beach. Simultaneous rockets, it's something. I'm not sure what that Greyhound destroyed, but GG's to both teams. Absolutely well played. We'll just go through the scores real quick of everybody on the Pathfinders and Misfits side. I'll give mine to Globe, because Globe did pretty well for the most part, I think. I have no idea. Tough loss for Misfits. Again, congrats on a pretty well played season of TPL Lite. That's going to do it for me, everybody. Again, wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Safe travels if you are traveling. That's going to do it for me and everything that I do. I absolutely suck at outros, so yeah. Yeah. Have a good one, everyone. Have a good night or morning. I don't know. Bye.